Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. I tell you what, man, these goofballs out here is gonna put some respect on my name. They gonna put some respect on my name. Now, if I'm gonna say something about a YouTuber, I'm gonna say his name. Okay, I ain't gonna run away like a coward and just say somebody said. And guess what? You ain't even gotta say nothing that I said. But if you're gonna say something I said, at least put some respect on my name and call my name out there. And people going, oh man, you ain't nothing. Johnny Arnett, man, he got this many subscribers. I don't care. If he didn't care about what I said, then guess what? Why did he say what I said? These dudes out here, man, they too coward. Too coward to call out my name. And they know who I am. They too coward to call out my name because they don't want my subs, or my fault, they don't want their subs running to my channel. They don't want that. And he was on the Jordan Fans Are the Best today. And look, man, I never had no beef with this guy. I thought he put out great content. Top five. He always was top five to me. It kind of got repetitive. So he kind of dropped out of my top five, but it was still great. I just thought other guys were just doing, more versatile content. But, he got all-time great content. My beef is when you're going to go out there and do clutch work. And we're going to talk about this. You was on Michael Jordan Fans Are the Best panel today, and you said something that really exposed you. Well, you didn't want to say something. You said something, but you did want to say it. And it just goes to show that you expose yourself again. So this is my beef. And I'm going to stand by my beef because he says, oh, someone says I'm out here working for Clutch. Elaborate on it. Don't just shake it off and laugh it off. Put some respect on my name and say what you mean. Back yourself up. Tell your side of the story. Don't run away like a coward and make a little, blanket statement. The fact is, Clutch put this out against Michael Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year. And yeah, I'm going to defend myself because for some reason, I don't know if it's his subscribers, but some of these dudes, they don't understand or comprehend clearly what I said. I didn't go off on the man just because he put it out. No. Let's run the story back. Let's run the story back. It's a lot of fake Michael Jordan fans out there. And trust me, he would not have did this if he was a Michael Jordan fan. He would not have did this. It's a fake Michael Jordan fan. Just like Gilbert Arenas. I won't say any other names because this ain't about them. But Clutch put this out here. Michael Jordan's inflated stats in 1988. His Defensive Player of the Year. Why didn't they do that for 87 or 91 or 1986? Why they do it? Because LeBron doesn't have a Defensive Player of the Year. The year Marc Gasol won it, and LeBron still feels that he was cheated. Right? Yet this guy couldn't even get you 100 blocks. Michael Jordan did that in back-to-back seasons. He couldn't even get you, LeBron James, 200 steals. And on top of that, he has never had that, never in his career, 100 blocks or 200 steals. So that's why they picked 1988 Clutch Sports in, what is this, guys? I forget. Habistro. This is why they picked 1988. Because it was the Defensive Player of the Year. So, nobody could find these tapes. I already put this video out. I'm just explaining why this dude is too coward to call my name, but he's going to say my statement out of everybody. That probably knocked him. Because who said he was working for Clutch in the last video? Me. So nobody can find these videos. Not even Uncut Hoops. That man, he puts together all kind of great stuff. Huh. We all know Johnny Arnett is a stat nerd. He's an NBA nerd. Fine. But to me, maybe Clutch showed him the way. If they didn't, why'd he go head over heels as a Michael Jordan fan? And Michael Jordan being the best of all time, the greatest of all time in his eyes, why would he go head over heels to find these games that nobody else could find? And this is a clutch matter of Jordan versus LeBron. Now you see why he didn't call my name? This is easy. This is easy. This is easy. So he puts out those 5 videos that nobody else could find. And he didn't show us the whole videos, but he told us the links where we could actually go look at them. I never went back and looked at them. There were some people in my comment. They did. And they said they disagreed with Johnny's findings. Now, whether Johnny was right or wrong on his assessments of Michael Jordan's inflated stats, I'm not here to debate that. No way, no how. Because he could be right. He could be wrong. That's not the beef. And I think you guys have heard most of the beef already. But another beef I would have is the fact that, to make it fair, yeah, you would have had to, make a bigger video and run your mouth less about other things. But you could have did it. You could have said, well, to be fair, we looked at LeBron's stats in the year that he claimed he should have won the Defensive Player of the Year. Right or wrong in that same video. Since this is a LeBron versus Jordan thing right here, Magic's not in here. Bill Walton's not in here. Kareem's not in here. This is a Jordan versus LeBron thing, which sparked this whole thing. And it's been going on for a long time. He could have went and looked at LeBron's stats for that year in that same video and said, look, man, this ain't right. LeBron, he didn't get these assists. That would have been the right thing to do for everyone. And said, no, I'm not doing this for Clutch. I'm doing this because they're trying to expose Michael Jordan's inflated stats. And we did find something. But we also found something for LeBron. And since Johnny did not do that, he just exposed Michael Jordan for having, in his opinion, inflated stats. As a Michael Jordan fan, you cannot take that back what you did, homie. You can skip to my loot all you want and try to make up excuses, but you can't go back on that now. You're a fake Michael Jordan fan. And like I said, you can take down all your videos because they mean nothing. You said that the NBA is giving these guys fake stats. They're inflated. The NBA is fraudulent. You're a big stat guy. You're a big storyteller of the NBA. Take those videos down. Because this is what this guy's doing. Exposing the NBA. Because he wants to keep going, right? Because he knows he can't stop now. And, at the end of that video, he goes, we're going to do some more videos and check some other guys. Don't go back on what you said now. You might want to pull down that video because you're really getting exposed. Because now you're trying to jump to LeBron next. Because at the end of that video, you go, you would like to check out some other guys like John Stockton. Oh, do the next videos. You said John Stockton. Who'd you say? Magic Johnson. and some 80s, other 80s and 90s players. And then you said, and then some modern day players you would like to check out. You didn't say any names. What you do next video? You went to the 80s and you gave your prerogative and your take on who you thought was the defensive player of the year. So you basically said almost every 80s players that won the defensive player of the year, you didn't think they should have won it. Just your opinion. So you're saying the NBA don't know what they're talking about. Now you're the now only your value counts and what you think. And you kind of joked around at Michael Jordan when you got to him in that video that he's not going to get it. His stats are inflated. And then you say, oh, I'm just playing. But you go on to say, oh, well, even though Michael Jordan's stats were inflated, that doesn't reflect his overall game. He was still great on the floor, a monster, all this stuff. Now you want to say good about him. The damage is done, bro. This guy, you can't fix the damage that you done. You can't keep doing it. And why aren't you going to LeBron's 12 and 13 MVP year where he won MVP with a super team? Other teams, number one franchise players, Bosh and Wade, and top 5 players in the East at the time, and top 10 players in the NBA at the time. And when the question came on the panel, Michael Jordan fans are the best, you did not want to talk about LeBron. You deferred and you said you don't want to open up a can of worms and get beat up because you know you can't defend him. And you really can't defend what you did on that video. And now you're trying to run back and do LeBron stats next, his assists next. Really? What game is that? We going to do some random game? No, bro. We want to do the year he won an assist title. The year he won the MVP. The year he thought he won the defensive player of the year. And then take down all your videos. Like I said, these stats are inflated. These guys don't deserve these statistical titles. And the NBA is fraudulent. Nobody was doing this. Who was doing this? Who was doing this before you? Who was bringing out the video? Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. And it was a dude on the panel that called in and mentioned my name. And he kind of appreciated that he was going to do LeBron next. Guess what? I don't appreciate it. You should have did it that day. You should have did it that video when you made Michael Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year, or 88 that season. You should have did it then. But no, he went back to the 88 season to show you that these guys are getting Defensive Players of the Year when they shouldn't. Because that's right, he works for the NBA. And it just happened. He had to go to 88, right? Michael Jordan again, right? Or not 88. He had to go to the 80s. My fault. He had to go to the 80s, where Michael Jordan was again. And then joke around and say, oh, Michael Jordan don't deserve it. He had inflated stats. Ha, ha, ha. I'm just playing. Bro, you're doing the damage. You did the damage for LeBron fans. So, it's a lot of cowards out there. If you're going to say something about my statement, say my name. And in fact, you don't have to put no respect on my name. But don't act like you big enough and man enough to say my statement and then act like I'm nobody by not saying my name. And like I said, you don't have to say my statement. That don't matter to me. You don't have to mention it. But it bothered you, right? Not because I said you work for Clutch. It's because I laid it out to make it make sense. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh man, he said some stuff about Jordan. He must work for Clutch." No, baby, it don't work like that. Got to lay the foundation. Got to know this is Clutch work that put this whole thing out here in the first place. And a guy who holds Michael Jordan in high regard and thinks Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and knows what kind of work Clutch does in the antics they pull, there's no way I will go back and pull those Michael Jordan tapes that nobody could find. And then on top of that, tell the people Clutch was right. He didn't get these steals. I wouldn't do that. Not for Clutch. I wouldn't do it. They don't get that kind of respect. They lie up a storm. Um, they tear down other eras, other players, destroyed the NBA, made it about stats, not winning championships. That's why they don't get the benefit of the doubt. Unless I'm working for Clutch. Unless I'm doing it for Clutch. And you wonder why this guy didn't want to say my name. If my statements don't concern you, they don't bother you. To all the cowards out there, then don't say my statement. Just because somebody's not driving a Bugatti and having boats, that don't mean they can't get some money. There's a lot of fake Michael Jordan fans out there to get views, to get subs. There's a lot of fake LeBron James fans out there to get views, to get subs. And when he retires, LeBron, I don't want to hear nobody jumping off the bandwagon. I don't care what the allegations are. I don't care what the circumstances are. Do not jump off the boat because you lost your life jacket years ago when you should have jumped off that boat when you had a life jacket. But money was bigger to you than anything else. And that's why I said a lot of these YouTubers out here are only in it for the money. I'm not going to go up on no panel with some dudes that are fake and phony and all this stuff. I'm not going to do it. Michael Jordan fans are the best. I'm not trying to say he's fake and phony. I'm not saying that. But I just want to go on a panel with some of these fake and phony dudes. So if you're going to be man enough to be calling out my statement, say my name. And stop being scared that your subs is going to run back to my channel. Because a lot of people know my channel. Yes, it's not monetized. Because I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm not in it for the money. This is what these guys, some of them are in it for the money. So they're going to lie and they're going to act fake. They're going to act like they're fake fans of this guy, that guy. And then do stupid stuff like this. And then go back and say, yeah, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. Tell me what you think.